Hi everybody, welcome to Go Hobby. As you can see, I am in the process of setting up my 50-gallon reef tank. My goal is to have a super quiet setup. I've got this tank set up here in my living room where my TV is and where people hang out to have conversations. So it's super important that everything is quiet. I've already picked out a light that I really like, and I'll probably do a review of this in an upcoming video. There's two fans, but they're super quiet, so this lighting system is going to work out just fine. The other things that generate a lot of noise in a reef tank, of course, is the return pump and the protein skimmer. I've got a protein skimmer on order. I've got a Reef Octopus 110 SSS. We'll check that out in a video as well. But today, we are going to be taking a look at the Supreme Aquamag 9.5 magnetic drive water pump. Now, I've had these before, and I'm a little skeptical because when I've had them in the past, they were too noisy for my liking. But it's been a few years, so I'm going to unbox this, plop it in the sump, power it up, and take a look and listen to see how it is. All right, so as you can see, my sump is completely empty right now. I've got no other equipment set up. And again, the purpose of this is just to do a sound test and a flow test and see if this is actually the pump that I want to run in the system. If it's not, I will be replacing it with something else. So it's going to run through probably about 5 feet of head here to get up to the return pump at the top of the tank. I'm going to double check and make sure I've got everything nice and tight and where I want it, and then we will start this thing up. All right, well, everything is positioned the way I want it and hooked up nice and tight. Let's power this thing up. Alright, well, I could definitely hear some hum from the pump and some rattling around. Now I've got some water noise coming down the drain pipe, which is kind of interfering with my sound test here. But the hum from the pump is pretty loud. The noise from the draining water is something that I could work on with my valve adjustments and my piping. I'm not sure if I could do anything about the noise from the pump. All right, I'm going to tinker around with this for a minute and see if I could get it any quieter. Well, I've tinkered around with this as much as I can, and it seems like no matter what I do, I cannot get this thing to quiet down. It's still resonating a relatively loud hum, and it's going to make it difficult to watch TV in this room, and it's going to be a little distracting for conversations. The issue is that there's no rubber suction cups or rubber damping. It's just this hard plastic pump. It's sitting on the bottom of my sump, and it's transferring the vibrations through everything, through the glass sump, into the stand, into the floor, and then into the room. If the pump didn't vibrate so much, I think it would be fine, but that's not the case. Now, I'm sure I could rig something up to make it a little bit quieter, make some rubber feet for it, or a pedestal out of rubber or something, but there's other pumps that come with that stuff, so I may investigate those first. Well, unfortunately, no matter what I tried, I could not get this pump to be as quiet as I wanted it to be, so it's going to be exchanged for another pump. I think the next pump I'm going to try is the Sicce Silent Synchra. I've heard some good reviews on those, so I'm going to see if my local pet store has that in stock.